Good evening, everyone, and welcome again to this session of Power BI. And we started yesterday with this course. It is a 30 days training program, live training program with access to all the recordings that are going to happen on a daily basis. So, just a quick recap of what we did yesterday. So, we started with how to install Power BI and how to use Power BI. Okay. And then we started with the data set. Okay. So, for those who are joining it for the first time, what I will do is I will quickly start with a new application and I will just show you quickly the process of importing our data into Power BI. We were using a sample data which is already inbuilt in the Power BI. So when you open Power BI, you will see a screen which will have the option of connecting to the data sources. So this is the first screen that you see. I hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yeah,
Yes, can I get some confirmation in the chat?
yeah.
Yes. Okay, great, great. So in the screen, we can select the data from Excel, SQL, but we started with learn with sample data. We will click on learn with sample data and we will load the sample data. When we load the sample data, we will get one option of navigator. So this is the screen which comes every time when you import any data from any source. So we are using an inbuilt data source which is provided by Power BI itself and which is a good data for analysis. So I have selected this financial. It is a table and it is a sheet. This is the data set that we are going to work on. So this is the data which we want to import. Now there are two options, load and transform. So we went through the transform route and I explained yesterday why we go with the transform, because there might be some data which you want to manipulate, which you want to edit, which you want to modify, which you want to check. So it is always better to go with the modify route. So when we click on transform data, it opens a new application and the name of application is, everyone, what is the name of this application? You can unmute and answer. Okay, so now it is a learning session and only people who
Power
are,
query.
Our query.
yes, very good.
Power query.
Our query, yes. See, when you speak, so I also get the confidence that people are listening to me and you are all connected. So some people can speak. If everyone will speak together, it will also not make sense. So some people can open your mic and you can speak, you can type, but be active in the session. Okay? Chaliye. So it is Power Query. Now what we do in Power Query, we can do a lot of modifications. So I'll show you one more modification which we did not do yesterday, but we will do today. So I hope all of you now are with me and you're also have opened your Power BI or Power Query. Those who are new today and those who have not opened, they can open now. Those who don't want to open and do try it later, you can just watch and see what is happening. Okay, but if you do with me, you will be learning also. Now, what we want to do is if you click on the country tab, this filter option, you will see that we have in this data set Canada, France, Germany, Mexico, and United States of America. Now, this United States of America is taking a lot of space. Okay, you can see the name is very big. So, what I want to do is I want to replace the United States of America with USA so that it does not occupy much space and I just want to see USA. Because whenever I want to create any charts and pie charts and bar and all, USA will be a big name. So I want to convert into a USA. So what I do, I click this cell country and we want to transform. So we'll go to the transform tab. When I go to transform tab, you will see the option of replace values. Okay, so just 1 minute, I'm just highlighting my cursor so that wherever I move my cursor, you will be able to see this. Okay, so you will be able to see a red dot. Are you able to see a red dot on the screen? Are you able to see a red pointer on the screen?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
yes.
Yes, yes. Okay. Now we will click on replace values. When we click on replace value, what it is going to do, it is going to uh, give us a replace option. Okay. Now those who are Excel lovers or Excel, they know Excel well. What is the shortcut key to get the replace option in Excel? You can type, you can chat, you can
Control R.
control R. No, replace.
Control H.
Control H, correct. Control H is the right key. Control R copies the content on the right hand side of the cell. Control R is write copy, I call it as. Okay, it is not Control R, it is Control H. So we want to replace the United States of America. Now it is a big name. I don't want to type it. I'm so lazy. Okay. So what I'll do is I will just select this cell which has USA. Now I will click on replace values. So it automatically takes the value to find, and now I can just type USA, and now I'll click on OK. Do you see what has happened? United States of America, USA हो गया. Can you see that, everyone? Is it clear? I hope you remember the rules. We have to type C if it is clear. Okay. Yes. Okay, great. So we have done the first transformation, and whatever we are doing, we will see on the right hand side of the panel, replace values. Okay. Yesterday we added two columns. One was the GP ratio and one was the profit, loss, and break even. Quickly, we will do the same thing again. Okay, it is a repetition because many people have joined new, and it will be a revision for all those who attended the previous day session. So, how did we do that? Now, I will do it in a different format. Okay, what did we do yesterday? Anyone who remember? हमने कैसे बनाया था जीपी रेशियो का कॉलम? What we did? Anyone who would like to
Profit
recall it?
divide by sales.
Yeah, profit divided by sales. So we selected profit and we selected gross sales or maybe sales. Okay. And first we selected profit, then we hold the control key, we press sales, and then we go to home. Sorry, we want to add column, we'll go to add column and we'll select standard, and then we can put the divide. Now, but this time I'm going to do differently. Okay. So I'll go to custom column. I will select the custom column. Okay. Now in the custom column, it will give me the option to write a formula. So I will write GP ratio. And in the GP ratio, what I'm going to do is I am going to select the profit and I want to divide it by sales. So I'm selecting sales. So as I do this, do you see a tick and it says no syntax error have been detected? That means our formula is perfect. Now we can click on OK. As I click on OK, do you see the GP ratio coming, and it is ABC123 format? We will
Wonder-
just convert this
Wonderful.
into percentage. So it is a
Wonderful.
revision of what we did yesterday. I hope it is clear to everyone.
Should we do it side by side? Huh?
Yes, sir, definitely. If your Power BI is on, you can do it side by side. Okay. So this is one column which we have added. Okay. Now the second thing that we wanted to do is the profit division, the profit classification. So in the profit column, we have some losses also, some negative values also. So what we did, first I am converting this into whole number. Now all the columns COGS, sales and gross sales, even discount. These four columns I want to convert into whole numbers. I will select that. I will convert into whole number. So everything is now a whole number. This again I will do one more time. And now I want to add one more column, which is the profit status. So what column I should add? Which type of column it is? Quickly, can someone answer? Out of these options, which column should I select? And if, yeah, if is the condition, Ranjit, but what column? What is the name of that column? So is it custom column, index column,
Custom
duplicate
column.
column, or conditional column?
That's custom column.
Custom column.
Conditional column.
Yeah, if we select custom column, we have
Condition
to
column.
write the if function. I don't want to write the if function. I will select the conditional column. Okay, that is why revision is important. So we are doing a revision, but I will not do the revision every day. You have to revise and come to the class before coming to the class. So we will say, what profit status, and we are going to segregate the profit into three parts. So we'll select profit and what was the operator greater than 0, and what do we call it as profit transaction? Profit transaction. And clause, profit is equals to 0, and it is a, yes, what do we call it as? Where the profit is equal to 0?
Break even.
Yes, break even. And the last one is loss transaction. So we are dividing we are categorizing the profit into three categories, and you will see a column in the end, which is profit status. We will convert this into text. So this is what we have done so far. अभी तक जो हमने किया वो ये है. This is what we have done so far. Is it clear to everyone? Are you all with me? And little bit you have to be on your toes. You have to be fast, okay? Because we cannot go slow here. And it is very basic, okay? जब थोड़ा सा typical आएगा, I will automatically reduce my speed. Now, this is what we have done so far. This is what what we had done yesterday also. Today we are going to add one more new column, which is the conditional column. Okay. And for that conditional column, I'm going to open my notepad and I'm going to write something over here. Or I'm going to open a Word document and let me write something. I hope you are able to see my entire screen. Are you able to
Yeah.
see my
Yeah.
entire screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay, great. Are you able to see a blank Word document?
yes, sir.
Okay. So in this, what I'm going to do is the unit sold. Okay. The unit sold, if you look at the unit sold in the uh, data, the unit sold column, let's go to the unit sold column. First, convert it into whole number. It should be in whole numbers. And you see that the range is from 200 to 4494. Okay. The unit sold is in the range of 200 to 4494. Okay. Now what we are learning is analysis, data analysis. So what we are going to do is we are going to break this into different categories. Okay. So we want to categorize the unit sold. So we will put this into a category on the basis of lot size. Okay. So I'm going to call it as a lot size, and I'm going to create three lots. Okay. One large lot will be called as a large lot, then medium lot, and third one small lot. Now what large lot will comprise of? So large lot will be where the units is more than 4,000. So units sold, the quantity sold in any order, if it is more than 4,000, I will categorize it as a large lot. Secondly, when the unit sold is between, okay, the unit sold is between unit sold is in the range of 2,000 to 4,000. I will call it as a medium lot, and where the unit sold is less than 2,000, it will be called as a small lot. Does it make sense to everyone? Is it correct? Okay, now how to implement this in Power Query? What do we add? Which column do we add again? We want to implement this in Power Query. What do we add? Which column do we add? Now, those who are going to give the fast answer and quick
Conditional
answer,
column.
yeah, conditional column. There is going to be a reward for those people who are answering. Okay. So we will add a conditional column. Now, many people will answer. Okay. So we will add a conditional column. And you are right, those who have answered, conditional column. And what do we call it as? Lot size. Lot size. Okay. And on what basis we want to categorize lot size? Unit sold. So if the unit sold is more than, always you have to start with the highest number, the biggest number, the four. If the unit sold is more than 4,000, then what we want to call it as? We want to call it as
Large lot.
large lot. Very good. Then what's next? If the unit sold is greater than, what do I write over here?
2000.
2000. Then what is the lot name?
Medium lot.
Medium.
Medium lot. Correct. And when what is remaining now is,
Small lot.
so whatever
Small
is
lot.
not more than 4000, whatever is not more than 2000 is obviously less than 2000, and whatever is less than 2000 will automatically be categorized as a small lot. Correct? So we will click it as OK. तो अभी ये small lot, medium lot, you will be able to see that lot size, and we will convert this into text. Okay. Now I will give you an open playground. Now, can you think of any other column or any other criteria basis which we can categorize this data set? Any other outlook you want to give it to me? Any new perspective? We have segment, we have country, we have product, we have discount band, we have unit sold. So on the basis of unit sold, I have categorized the unit lot size. Let's look at the sale price. The sale price is between 7 rupees to 350 rupees. Okay. Can we categorize some product as like high USP or sales price and the low sales price, something like that, based on the sales price? Let's say if the product is more than 100 rupees, we will call it as a high revenue product, or maybe a low revenue product. Can we do that? Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes.
Yes. So let's
Yes.
do it. Okay, let's add one more conditional column. See, the more parameter we have, we can do a lot of good analysis. So let's call it as, uh, what do I name it as?
Selling price.
Sorry,
Selling price.
selling price. But selling price is already there. We can say
High revenue selling
high or low revenue
product.
products or transactions,
Selling.
because these are transactions, right? High or low transactions, revenue transactions. Okay, now this is going to be based on selling price. So I'm going to select selling price, and I'm saying if the selling price is more than 100, I want to call it as high
High.
sales. High sales. Okay. Else low sales. Correct? High sales and low sales based on selling price. And let's call it as okay. Let's say okay. So we have high sales and low sales, and we will call it as text. We'll convert into text. Okay, fine.
Sir, one thing, every
Yes.
time after conditional this one column, we have to convert it into text, is it?
No, only one time. Yeah. See, what happens is when you create a new column, the Power Query is not knowing what is the nature of text it is having. So it gives ABC 1, 2, 3. So one time we have to do this exercise of convert it into the right category.
No, otherwise what will happen, if somebody forgets.
Huh. If you forget, see, if I don't convert, suppose I say, let's say it is 1, 2, 3. I put 1, 2, 3. Now what will happen is it will give error. Okay. Or let
Sir,
me let
that,
me just
no,
remove this. Let me just
yeah.
remove this. It is just like this only. Okay. Now,
Correct.
if we import, suppose let me uh, take explanation of this. Okay. So this is what we have done right now. I am not changing this. Okay. I'm not changing this. Now let us import this data. We don't want to add any column. We don't want to do any further analysis. Let us import this data, and we are going to use this data tomorrow also. So you make sure that you use the same file which we are using today, and for tomorrow also, tomorrow's session also, we are going to use the same file. So you save it also. Okay. So we have done the changes, and now I'm importing the data into the data model. I'm importing the data into the data model. If we have 20, 30 conditions, do I need to write 20 times if, or can we look up in PQ as well as do in Excel? Shalu, I did not get your question, what you want to ask. Can you speak? Like, what exactly you want to ask? Like, in one condition, you want to put multiple conditions or you want to test multiple conditions? I like want more clarity on it. This is your question, what you have asked in the chat. Okay, so what we have done now is we have imported the data with the last column in the category of text and number. So see, this is the high-low sales column, right? Now see, eventually it will not show any difference, right? Because it is considered as a text now here. Okay, so it will not make any difference, but it is always better to categorize it in the right format. Now GP ratio, I told you yesterday also, we have to convert into percentage. Although we did it there, we have to do it again. Correct? So these are the four columns that I added: GP ratio, profit status, lot size, and high-low revenue transaction. Now this data is proper. Now let us work on the visuals now. Is it clear to everyone? Are you all okay with whatever we have done so far?
So that way, this Power Query becomes more important than the visualization. See,
Yes, definitely. Power Query is more important when you
yeah,
want to add more insight to your data.
yeah,
Because on what basis you will analyze your data? So it is more important to learn Power Query. This is what I explained yesterday also.
yeah,
The visualization is just the fancy part where you are just putting some visuals, but the
exactly.
background is more important.
Because the Power Query forms the basis and foundation for the visualization.
Yes, exactly. You're right. Now, and we can go back to Power Query multiple times whenever we want. Suppose some new idea comes to my mind and I want to visualize it that way. I can again click on Power Transform Data. I can click on this and it will bring me back to Power Query. And I can add column, I can categorize column, I can group them like that. Okay.
Okay.
But right now, I think we have done enough classification. So now we can move on to creating a dashboard. Today we will create a small dashboard report, and I'll show you how you can use different visuals. Okay. Every day we have a strategy of how what we are going to do in the particular day. I have shared the agenda in the group also. So today's agenda was to help you with the Power Query and also to show you some basic visualization. So I'm calling it as a sales report. Okay. I will call it as a sales report and I'm going to put today's date. So every day my format of saving the file will be the sales report will remain same. The number of the day will change. So it is 9th January. And at the end of this session, I'm going to share this file in the group as well. So for your reference, if anyone miss out anything, you can refer to this file. So now let us come to the report view. Now, yesterday, I don't know why people did not ask me, but today I want to ask you, is your screen similar to my screen? Like, do you see all these graphical options here on top or you
But
don't
so
see it?
word visualization is not there. Instead, it is showing the build. It seems it's
Yeah.
a old version. See, it's not
Yeah,
on
yeah,
0.64.
yes, yes. So I'm going to show you how you can convert to no, the version is same, but there are some settings which is to be done. Now I'm showing everyone what settings you have to do,
Yeah.
correct? So what you will do is you will go to file menu, go to the file menu,
Okay.
and in the second last option is the option and settings. You click on options and settings.
Okay.
So file menu, option and setting. Again, you will see the gear button and the options. You click on the options again. And in the options, what we need to do is once the window is appearing, so everyone reached here. Are you all here?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now you will see global and current file. Global means that it is a global setting for the entire Power BI. आप जो भी फाइल खोलेंगे उन सब में ये सेटिंग अप्लाई हो जाएगा। करंट फाइल मतलब इसी फाइल में रहेगा। तो व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू इज वी आर गोइंग टू डू सम बेसिक सेटिंग्स इन द ग्लोबल पार्ट। एंड व्हाट वी विल डू, फर्स्ट you will come to the security. Okay, so security is the sixth option. Click on, come to the security tab and scroll down and make sure that your custom visual is on, the ArcGIS for Power BI is on, and map visuals is on. It they are ticked. अगर untick है तो इसको tick कर लीजिए please. Okay, make sure that you have all the three ticks. Is it okay? Have you done,
Yes.
everyone? I will need input from you all to move forward. Okay, तो आप लोग चैट में लिख जाएं डन, तो मैं आगे बढ़ जाऊंगा, है ना। once I see the done in the chat, okay, don't write yes or no because I ask so many questions, I don't know what you are saying yes for. तो
ठीक
हाँ,
बात
मुझे पता ही नहीं पड़ेगा yes
है।
किसके लिए बोला
ठीक बात
आपने।
है।
तो I believe in using specific words. Done, done means yes, done. Okay, great, done. What is this? What is this means, Shreyansh? Tick done. Yes. This is more specific, Rajesh ji. Tick done. So you have to do the ticking in the security. In the security, you will get the option of use map and all. Put a tick. Now come to preview features. Come to preview features. So we are doing the settings in the Power BI. Power BI file options. Options के अंदर फिर से option, and in the option you will select preview feature. And in the preview feature, you will have a uncheck button over here on object interaction. इसको भी टिक कर दें, on object interaction. Put a tick over here. Okay, so I am just making a square over here just to make you understand where you have to tick. Okay, so I'm highlighting this part where you have to tick. Is it visible, the green color? Okay, so this is where you have to tick in the preview features. Earlier, what we did, it was in the security. So done, 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 done. Everyone, preview feature done. Very good. Very good. Okay, now when it is done, okay, so now nothing to be done apart from this. Now you can click on OK. Now, as you click on OK, it will, in your screen, it will say you restart Power BI. But wait, जितना मैं बताऊं उतना करना, नहीं तो आगे जो होगा उसका जिम्मेदार आप होंगे, मैं नहीं। ठीक है, तो आपको बंद करने से पहले क्या करना है, सेव कर देना है ना। आई हैव सेव्ड माई फाइल, यू ऑल्सो सेव योर फाइल। क्लिक ऑन दिस फ्लॉपी बटन ओवर हियर और अपनी फाइल को नाम दो, सेव करो। उसके बाद क्लोज दिस एप्लीकेशन एंड ओपन अगेन। मुझे करने की जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि मेरा पावर बीआई अपडेटेड है, आप लोग को करना होगा। ठीक है, तो रीओपन, पहले सेव कर लें फाइल को, नहीं तो फिर जितनी मेहनत करी वो सब उस पे, सब पे पानी चला जाएगा। ठीक है, सो यू सेव द फाइल एंड देन ओपन पावर बीआई अगेन। ठीक है, और जब लोग वापस ओपन होके आ जाएं तो आप ये चेक कर लीजिएगा कि दिस एरिया व्हाट आई एम हाईलाइटिंग विद द रेड कलर नाउ, विद अ रेड स्क्वायर नाउ, दिस शुड अपीयर ओवर हियर। ठीक है, देखिए ये जो एरिया है यहाँ पे आपको आइकन दिखने चाहिए, और इस बार आपको वर्ड लिखना है विजिबल। कम ऑन क्विकली, जिन जिन लोग को यहाँ पर ये आइकन दिख रहे हैं वो लोग लिख दें चैट बॉक्स में विजिबल। Which function are we enabling their meaning? Okay. See, what we are doing is we are enabling two functions. One is the feature to have the all the visuals over here. Second is the map visual. This is what we are doing. Shreyash, visible. चलो ठीक है, nice everyone. ग्रेट, बस इतना ही कराना था आप सबसे। थैंक यू ऑल फॉर योर कॉपरेशन। नाउ लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड। ठीक है, अब हम क्या करेंगे, वी आर गोइंग टू क्रिएट अ डैशबोर्ड। ओके, नाउ टू क्रिएट अ डैशबोर्ड, फर्स्ट वी शुड हैव समथिंग इन आवर माइंड। जैसे आपको थोड़ी देर के लिए आर्टिस्ट बन जाना है। आर्टिस्ट अगर कोई पेंटिंग स्टार्ट करता है तो उसके दिमाग में होता है कि मैं पहाड़ बनाना चाहता हूँ, नदी बनाना चाहता हूँ, खेत बनाना चाहता हूँ, क्या बनाना चाहता हूँ। We are going to become a data analyst, we are going to become a data scientist, but along with that we are going to become a creative एनालिस्ट ऑल्सो। क्रिएटिव एनालिस्ट, क्रिएटिव एनालिस्ट क्या करेगा, पहले क्रिएट करेगा। क्रिएट क्या करेगा कि क्या क्या विजुअल्स होने चाहिए, क्या क्या डेटा होना चाहिए। ठीक है, एंड वंस यू हैव क्रिएटेड दैट देन यू विल पोर्ट्रे इट ओवर हियर। तो लेट्स क्रिएट दैट। सो आई एम कमिंग बैक टू माय वर्ड डॉक्यूमेंट। ठीक है, लेट्स क्रिएट दैट। तो अब हम सबसे पहले क्या देखना चाहेंगे बताइए। तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, whenever you are creating a Power BI report, it should start with the company name. Okay, so it should start with the company name. हम यहाँ पे कोई भी कंपनी का नाम रख सकते हैं। ठीक है, so we will start with the company name. Now my company name is Excel Vibes. Okay, so I'll say Excel Vibes Sales Report. ठीक है, ये मैंने नाम रख दिया। You can give your name or whatever name you like, or you can give the same name. ठीक है, so we will put this name. ठीक है, दिस इज द फर्स्ट थिंग। सेकेंड, उसके बाद आप क्या करेंगे, उसके बाद आप लिखेंगे की परफॉर्मेंस इंडिकेटर्स। इफ यू हैव द पर्टिकुलर फाइनेंशियल ईयर, ठीक है, लेट्स से हमारा डेटा जो है इट इज 2013 एंड 2014, सो वी कैन पुट द ईयर आल्सो 2013 2014। तो कौन से साल का आप रिपोर्ट शो कर रहे हो, 13-14 का। और की परफॉर्मेंस इंडिकेटर्स विल बी द नेक्स्ट लाइन। उसके बाद व्हाट आर द की परफॉर्मेंस इंडिकेटर्स, इट विल बी सेल्स। तो हम लिखेंगे सेल्स, देन जीपी ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट या प्रॉफिट, सेल्स प्रॉफिट, जीपी रेशियो, and one more before sales, sorry I forgot, before sales you will also have units sold. So these are 4 KPIs कि हमारा कितना यूनिट बिका, यूनिट्स में कितना बिका, रुपीस में सेल्स कितना हुआ, प्रॉफिट कितना हुआ, और जीपी रेशियो क्या था। ठीक है, तो सेल्स वुड बी इन रुपीस। ठीक है तो सेल विल बी इन रुपीस एंड सिमिलरली प्रॉफिट एंड एवरीथिंग विल बी इन रुपीस ओनली। ठीक है, तो ये भी रुपी में होगा, ये भी रुपी में होगा, लाइक दैट। सो दिस इज व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू शो। सो इट विल हैव ओनली वन नंबर। तो यहाँ पर एक नंबर आएगा, सेल्स में एक नंबर आएगा, प्रॉफिट में एक नंबर आएगा, जीपी रेशियो में भी एक नंबर आएगा। So after this, we will have more detailed about this. So then, if you look at the data, now let's go to the data point. Let's complete this. पहले step by baby steps लेंगे हम लोग. So we will come to this part. Let us first create the title. Now, how do I create the title of the report? I'll click on this arrow button over here. और यहाँ आपको मिलेगा एक text box. We have to look for a text box. Do we have a? So the text box is here. Sorry, it is here. A जहाँ लिखा है. Do you see the text box? Click on this text box.
Yeah.
And you will get a text box. उसको stretch कर लेंगे और छोटा कर देंगे। ठीक है। Now when you start typing, it will show a very small arrow cursor. We will increase the font size to 32. ठीक है। और अब आप लिखेंगे, मैं लिख रहा हूं एक्सेल वाइब्स sales report for the year 2013 and 2014, because it is not financial year 13-14, it is 2013 पूरा पूरा, 2014 पूरा पूरा, like that. ठीक है, फिर इसको जैसे हम वर्ड में अलाइनमेंट करते हैं तो उसको सेंटर कर सकते हैं, आपको जो कलर पसंद है वो आप कलर कर सकते हैं इसको, ठीक है। यू कैन डू ऑल योर मेकअप ओवर हियर। So this is the title we have given. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Sir, hello.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
sorry, but just last function that you told now कि सेव करने के बाद ये सारे functions यहाँ आने चाहिए
हाँ
visualization.
हाँ हाँ।
Not coming in my case.
It is not coming to your in your case.
Yeah.
Sorry, I cannot hear you. क्या कह रहे हैं आप?
No, it's not coming in my case.
It is not coming. So where it is coming? Is it coming in between this data and filter on the right hand
Yeah,
side?
it is coming here.
Okay, so maybe what you have missed out is in the file menu options and settings. You just check in the options and in the preview features.
Mhm.
Have you ticked on the on object interaction? Is it checked
I
or unchecked? Just check it.
Yeah, I checked. It is tick is on.
The tick is on, right?
Mm.
So if the tick is on, if you have restarted, then all these should appear.
You want me to share my screen?
Yeah, share it. And those who have done this, what you will do is, uh, you will write the second line. You will copy the title and write key performance indicators. Okay, write the key performance indicator. Those who have done with the title, write key performance indicators in the center.
Are you able to
Okay.
see my screen?
Yeah. So can you show that?
Yeah, I have shared, no? It is
Ah,
coming.
correct. Yeah, I can see. Now what you do is you first save your file.
Okay.
Control S. Yeah, just give it a name and save it. Sales report and put today's date. Yeah, just save. Yeah. Now close the Power BI application.
Okay.
Yeah. Open it again.
But sir, in my case, instead of visualization, it is coming build,
What it is coming, sir?
build.
It is okay. Build is still okay. No problem in build.
Yeah, but the visualization should have come here, sir.
So just a minute.
हाँ जी.
हाँ जी, एक मिनट. Okay. So can you share your screen again?
Yeah, 1 minute. I'm trying.
Yeah, yeah. Open Power BI and share your screen again.
Still open. Yes, I shared.
Okay.
Are you able to see my screen now?
I'm able to see. Now scroll down a little bit. Scroll down. Yeah, click on the sales report.
Okay. It has come now.
Okay, now it has come.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Dattaji, you are also seeing this build.
The build, it's coming build only.
हाँ, तो that is correct. वैसे ही दिखेगा वो.
पहले तो visualization आता था सब इसमें.
हाँ, तो सर वो अपडेट हो गया ना हम लोग. हमने एप्लीकेशन अपडेट कर लिया है.
अच्छा,
हाँ, तो वो बिल्ड और विजुअलाइजेशन का मतलब एक ही
एक ही.
है ना. इट मीन्स द सेम थिंग.
Okay.
ओके. नाउ व्हाट वी नीड टू डू इज वी विल कॉपी दिस टेक्स्ट बॉक्स. तो हमने ये जो लिखा है इसके एज पे क्लिक करेंगे, है ना, एज पे. अगर आप अंदर क्लिक करेंगे तो ये कॉपी हो जाएगा. सो यू विल सेलेक्ट दिस. Or what you can do is, if you don't want to do, insert a new text box, and I've pasted this. Now, instead of this, I want to write key performance indicators.
Indicators.
Yeah. And we'll bring it into center, and we can increase the font size a little bit, 40, let's say. Okay. So, and if you want to change color or anything, you can do that. Okay. So key performance indicators. Where has that gone?
Where this title of the file has gone, sir?
Sorry?
Title of the file.
I am just wondering where it has gone. Just a minute. Okay, so maybe I had not copied. I'll put it. No, no worries. So I'll just type it again. So basically, you have to copy it and then put it. I had overwritten on that only. So I will just type Excel vibes sales report for 2013 and 2014, and it was blue in color. I'll put a blue color and let's proceed further. Okay. So this is my title. This is another title. Now, suppose I want to add any logo of the company or I want to bring in any images. Okay, what I can do is I'll show you what I can do. So we'll put it here. Here I want to add a logo or any image. So you will go to insert. In the insert, you will see some image option. Do you see the image option in the
Yeah.
insert?
Yeah.
So we will click on image. Okay, and it will ask you for an image. Okay, so if you have any image, you can select that. Okay, so I have my photo over here. Okay, so I will add, and we can resize it or whatever you want to do. So we will put it over here. Okay, whatever you want to add, your logo, you can add the company's logo over here. Correct? Okay, now, so this was one thing. Secondly, if you want to make any hyperlink and all, so many options are there, but let's go one by one. Okay. So suppose you want to add any shape. Okay. So you can add the shape also. Or if you want to bring this into any shape, so you can type inside this also, or you can format this shape. Like if you if you want to remove the color and all, you want to send it back. So we can say send backward or send to back. So it will move back. So we may click on format and we may change the shape, fill, let's say no fill. Okay. So this KPI is coming into this box. This is what I wanted to show you. Okay. But let it be. It was okay. Now let us work on the visual part, which is more important. So I want to add these four things. What was the four things? The sales, the profit, the GP ratio, and the units sold. So I want to add the four units. Okay. Now what I will do is I don't want to type. We don't have to actually type it. Okay. It will automatically come. So what we will select, the first container that we are going to select is a card. Now, eventually, you will have to learn the names also. So this is bar and column charts, this line and area bars, this waterfall, this pie donut, then there are maps, and this gauge, card, and KPI. So in the gauge, card, and KPI, we'll select the third one, which is a card. What is the new card that I'll explain tomorrow? But today, we are going to work with a card. So we will select a card, okay? And this is a blank card, correct? Now, whenever this, we will call it as a container. मतलब ये एक ऐसा बॉक्स है, इसके अंदर आप कुछ भी चीज रख सकते हैं, ठीक है? अब क्या रखना है उसके लिए, यू विल ऐड अ डेटा. यू विल क्लिक ऑन ऐड डेटा. Now, what is the data? Data is nothing but the name of the column which you had in your data set. So all the names will appear over here. Now, first, I want to show units sold. So I can type units sold, or I can scroll down and select wherever is units sold. It is all alphabetically arranged. So I'll click on units sold. Now you will see 1M. Do you all see 1M? What is the meaning of M over here?
1 million.
1 million. Very good. 1 million. ठीक है. अभी 1 million आ गया. Everyone getting 1 million? Can you type M1M in the chat if you're getting 1 million? Now what we will do is instead of 1 million, I want to see the exact number of the units sold. So I will do some changes and I want to have the word unit sold on top, not like this at the bottom. So this is called as the category label. I will turn it off. So see what I'm doing. I am on the right hand side. On the right hand side, you will have the brush button, which is called as a format. When you click on this, a panel will open, format panel. In the format panel, I put the category label off. ये on था, मैंने इसको off कर दिया. So that thing has gone. Now title is off, I'll put it on. So it is just like button on off. Okay. And we will type unit sold over here. Unit sold. And we will increase the font to 28. And we will put the text color as purple and the background color as light yellow. Okay. We will make it bold. You can further increase the font size if you want to. You can bring it to center. So this is how I want it to look like. If you want to add a subtitle, you can add a subtitle unit sold in millions or whatever. Okay. If you want to add any subtitle, like in bracket, we want to write in millions. So it will show. Again, we can increase the font size of this also. We can make it bold. You can bring it into center. All this we can do. Correct? Units sold in millions, 1M. Now I want to see the decimal part also. So this is called as a call out value. जो आपको 1M दिख रहा है, उसका नाम है call out value. Now I click on call out value. If you want to increase the font of 1 million, which is 45 right now, you can increase it to 50. You can change the font type also. So whatever type you want to keep, वो change हो जाएगा. ठीक है? If you want to make it bigger, this is how you can select whatever type you want to keep. So this is 1 million. If you want to increase, if you want to change the color to red, we can change it. Okay. Now this is the most important part, decimal. I want to increase the decimal, 1.13 million now it is showing. So this is what I want to keep it as. Okay. So I hope so far whatever I've done, it is clear to everyone. Is it clear? This size and position, it is the size of this which we can change automatically also, or you can change using this also. If you want to if you lock the aspect ratio, it will increase in the same format. Okay, so it will increase in the same format. If you reduce, it will reduce in the same format. So we can change the lock ratio. So this is the first unit sold parameter. Okay. Now what I want to do, I want to have other KPIs also. Now instead of doing the same thing again and again, the smart way and the laziest way is to do Control C, Control V, copy paste. सर बचपन से एक ही काम तो अच्छे से करते आए हैं, कॉपी पेस्ट. कंट्रोल सी कंट्रोल वी, है ना? तो दिस इज द शॉर्टकट की विच इज एवरीवन्स फेवरेट, कंट्रोल सी एंड कंट्रोल वी. ठीक है. तो अभी हमने एक डब्बे से 4 डब्बे बना लिए. वी हैव क्रिएटेड दीज बॉक्सेस ओवर हियर, बट एवरीथिंग इज शोइंग यूनिट सोल्ड. नाउ वी जस्ट हैव टू पुट आवर रीनेम. सो अब क्या करेंगे, वी विल गो टू दिस फील्ड ओवर हियर.
Format.
You can click on this and यहाँ से इसको हटा के what we want to add over here, we want to add the sales. So there are two sales, gross sales and sales. We'll just select sales, net sales. तो ये sales पे click कर दीजिए. ठीक है. Now you can increase it manually because the sales number is bigger. 118 million है, 118.73 million है. यहाँ पे यूनिट सोल्ड पे ही डबल क्लिक करेंगे तो यू विल बी एबल टू चेंज द टाइटल. ओके, डबल क्लिक ऑन दिस एंड टाइप सेल्स. That's it. Similarly, double click on this and the third item we want to keep it is profit. So we will type profit. So in the title, we will call it as profit. So title is on, and I want to call it as profit. ठीक है, शुरू शुरू में थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा, फिर आपको आदत हो जाएगी, फिर आपके हाथ जैसे मेरे चल रहे हैं वैसे फास्ट चलेंगे, बट अभी डरने का नहीं। ओके, इट इज नॉट इन मिलियंस, इट विल बी इन परसेंटेज। तो यहाँ पे हम इसको जीपी रेशियो के आगे से परसेंटेज हटा देते हैं और नीचे लिख देंगे परसेंटेज इन परसेंटेज। Okay, now this profit is not 1.3 million. So we will now come to this profit part and we will put profit over here, add data and add profit. So now you come to GP ratio and remove this and put GP ratio. Where is GP ratio? GP ratio. Now tell me, is everything fine or there is something wrong?
No, fine, fine.
No, GP can't be in 19530.
GP ratio cannot be 19,560 percentage. By why it is coming like this?
Because it is summing up all the
It
columns.
is summing up all the values in the GP ratio. So if we look at the GP ratio column, 50, 30, and there are 700 rows, it is adding up all this. We don't want to add, we want to do what? Average. Correct? We want to calculate the average ratio, not the addition. So it is showing sum. We will click on the arrow over here. And do you see summarization sum?
Yeah.
Click on it and make it average. अभी ठीक लग रहा है पहले से?
Correct.
Correct? Now it is fine. So now our KPIs is done. This part is over, everyone. Now let me show you something interesting. The time is up. 10 बज गए हैं, ठीक है? 10 बजते से ही I will take your permission. Shall we extend for another 10 minutes? 10 बज के 10 मिनट कर दें या
Sure,
आज के
sure,
लिए
sure.
इतना काफी है?
City sir, I just want to educate myself.
Yes,
Since
sir.
most of your viewers or participants are the practicing professionals, so where we can use this in the Power BI in our day-to-day working or practices.
Sir, a good question. See, what we can, there are a lot of options which with us. First thing is that those who are into practice, those who are into CA practice,
Yeah,
we can use this with our own data set. And see, the first three, four lectures will be understanding how to use Power BI. Once we understand all the features, then we will play with the real data. So the data can come from our own data source. It can come from the client data. So first we can take our own data and we can see how many clients I have, what is the revenue I'm generating, what are my expenses, what expenses are adding up to for salary, for rent, how much I'm paying. So once you know what to present, then it is up to you wherever you want to apply it. Okay, so my
first we have
task
to.
here is to teach you how to use Power BI. एंड इन डूइंग सो वी विल टेक अ लॉट ऑफ डेटाबेस, अलग अलग तरीके के हम डेटा पे काम करेंगे, तो आपको एक परसेप्शन मिलेगा कि
Yeah,
किस किस तरीके का डैशबोर्ड बन सकता है। उसके बाद आई थिंक वी आर द बेस्ट जज कि हाउ वी कैन यूज इट टू आवर बेनिफिट।
ठीक बात.
जी सर। ओके, सो विथ ऑल एवरीवन्स परमिशन कैन वी एक्सटेंड द सेशन बाय 10 मिनट्स?
Sure.
ठीक है।
By the time you can extend it for another 30 minutes, so if all the participants are agreeing to it.
Okay, so let's extend it by 10 minutes more. Okay, uh, because see 1 hour for Power BI is very less actually. Okay,
Yeah,
so 10 minutes we will go, not 30 minutes. Okay, we will go by 10 minutes more because everyone has their own other things also to do, and I have other things as well. So let's take up 10 more minutes and मैं आपको एक और interesting चीज बताता हूँ, ठीक है? अभी all these figures are static, ठीक है, अभी हमने जो यहाँ फिगर्स लिख दिए हैं, वी हैव नेवर यूज्ड एनी फॉर्मूला, वी हैव नॉट डन एनी कैलकुलेशन, अ स्मॉल चेंज वी डन इन द एवरेज, बट वी हैव नॉट डन एनी कैलकुलेशन. Power BI, it is why it is, this is why it is called as business intelligence, because it is using its own intelligence in getting these numbers. Now, how I can make this dynamic and
By
how
using
I
the
can,
slicer.
yes, correct. Now, so we will use one slicer. So to put that slicer, I will make some space over here. Okay, तो ये जो KPI वाला है, इसको हम छोटा करके इधर खिसका देंगे मेरे नाम, मेरे फोटो के साथ में. And we will have some space over here. So we will bring one small chotu slicer over here. Okay, so this is called as a slicer. Slicer is nothing but a filter. In this slicer, I am going to add the date. Now, if you go to date में देखिए hierarchy अपने आप आ गया, year, quarter, month, day. We will select the year. But here, year is coming as a sigma. Now, yesterday I discussed that sigma means addition, but we don't want to add any years, correct? We don't want to add any years. We'll go to the table view, and in the year column, everyone come to the year column, click on the year column. When you click on year column on the top, you will see column tools. Click on column tools, and here it will show sum. We will make it don't summarize. ठीक है, अब आप बोलेंगे सर क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? फर्क ये पड़ेगा, सिग्मा चला गया देखिए ईयर पे से. ठीक है, अब जब भी आप
कमाल हो गया.
ईयर को लेके आएंगे तो ऐड नहीं करेगा उसको, है ना, विच वी वांटेड आल्सो. नाउ इट हैज कम. So let me, since I've changed this thing, let me bring it again in the filter. So let me add the year again. Now the year is coming like this as a bar, as a range. Okay. Now this slicer has some settings. So when you, आप ध्यान रखिए, ये जो पेंट ब्रश है, पेंट ब्रश, वो हमेशा सेटिंग वाला टूल है. ओके, सो व्हेन यू क्लिक ऑन द पेंट ब्रश, यू विल क्लिक ऑन स्लाइसर सेटिंग्स, एंड यहाँ पे ऑप्शन हमें स्टाइल है बिटवीन. इन दिस बिटवीन वी विल सेलेक्ट टाइल. So tile will give these options, the two options one by one, and we can reduce it to have it together. So we will put the year option over here, 2013, 2014. Okay. And we can do some more settings like title हम इसका on कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. And we can write select any year. See, this visual we are creating for the management. We have to keep this in mind that we are just the architect, the boss is someone else who is going to use it. Okay. You may be your own boss, but right now I'm assuming that we are all working for someone else, and we are creating the visuals for a boss. Okay. So boss should look feel good when we show him this. Ki, okay, this is what I have learned and this is what I'm showing you. So he should be happy, right? So now I put the ear, and this I don't want slicer header. So I'm removing this. Okay. Now these values, the ear should also be looking visible. So we will increase the font size to 14. We will make them bold. Okay. Or you can increase it to 24 also. This ear should increase, right? And I think that is fine. This color, if you want to change the color of the ear, you can change. We can increase it further. And if you want to put any background color in the ear also, you can put a background color there also. Otherwise, it is okay. Okay. If you don't want to put any background color, then also it is okay. If you want to put, then also it is okay. Now let's see. Now let's click on 2013. So when I click on 2013, do you see all the numbers changing?
Yeah.
ठीक है, सारे नंबर बदल गए.
Yeah.
When I click on 2014, again you will see the numbers changing. तो ये डायनामिक डैशबोर्ड हमने बना दिया है. ठीक है. Again, one more thing I will do, one last thing for the day. We will add a bar chart. The first one, I'm introducing the first bar chart, and this is a bar chart. Okay. Now, it is used for comparison on the y-axis. Y-axis is the vertical, x-axis is the horizontal axis. So on the y-axis, I will select country. On the x-axis, I will select sales. So I want to see the country
Numerical value.
sales. Correct. So it will give me country-wise sales. So are we getting all the countries and their bars? Correct? Yes or no, everyone?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. And in the text, we will remove the sum of. So we just want to see the sum sales by country. Okay. And we can increase the font size over here also. Let's say 16 or let's say 32. So it is big enough to be seen, bigger enough to be seen. Okay. And suppose I want to apply the same format which I've applied over here. We can select this box. We can go to the format painter over here, the paint brush, and we can click here. So it will do the same thing. We don't have to do repetitive work. We have to do smart work. Okay. And we don't want the subtitle. So we will remove this subtitle. Okay. If you want to put a divider, you can put a divider. Okay. Now I want the different colors for different countries. Okay. When I was teaching, when I was learning CA, जब मैं CA की पढ़ाई कर रहा था, there is one professor who used to teach us. He always used to carry three pens and he always used to instruct us कि तीन पेन लेके आओ, एक ग्रीन कलर लाओ, एक ब्लू लाओ, एक ब्लैक लाओ, अलग अलग कलर से अकाउंट्स बनाओ एंड ऑल. तो he used to tell us that, and he used to say us one thing, then life should be colorful and so your worksheet. तो आई रिमेम्बर दैट कि लाइफ भी कलरफुल होनी चाहिए और आपका काम भी कलरफुल होना चाहिए, तो आपका डैशबोर्ड भी कलरफुल होना चाहिए. ओके. सो इन द लेजेंड विल पुट द कंट्री. So now all the bars are having different colors. ठीक है. So this ये मैंने कैसे करा? I went to this build option. In the build, we put country on the y-axis, sales on the x-axis, and in the legend also I put country. Okay. We will not put small multiples may nothing, and in the tooltips also I'll not put anything. Now
So
what
why
are
you
they?
have put the sir, why you have put the country in the legend?
Sir, because I wanted to have the different bars in different colors. Now, if I remove the legend, you will see all the bars in one color only. Do you see
Okay,
that?
okay.
Now, what happens if I put, let's say, if I put this, we have divided into three lot. Okay, so we'll put lot size into the legend.
Okay.
Now, what do you see, sir?
Acha.
Do we
Huh?
see two
Stick
different color in one bar?
stick bar,
Yeah, it is a stack bar. It is
stack
showing
bar,
that आपके लॉट में से कितना लार्ज लॉट है, कितना मीडियम है, कितना स्मॉल है.
stack bar.
हाँ, it is a stack bar. Now, if I select high low revenue, so it is showing me that in all the countries there is high sales and only low sales are very less. Okay. If I select the profit status, we will be able to see कि कितना profit हो रहा है, कितना loss transaction हो रहा है.
Legend. It's all because of the putting the data in the legend.
Yes. So legend basically divides the data into the category of the legend.
Okay, segment.
Yeah, segment. So whatever bifurcation you want to see, we will put in the legend. We don't want to see any bifurcation right now. So I'm just putting the country in the legend so as to have different colors. Okay, now we will add just one more chart and close it. Okay, maybe a pie chart or a donut. Okay, so because this space is there, so my idea is to fill this space with the charts. So what we will do is we will put one donut and one, let's say, column chart. Okay, so let's bring one column chart. So in the column chart, since I've selected sales by country over here, I will select sales by segment over here. So I will select the segment name. So in the x-axis, now in the x-axis, we should put segment. On the y-axis, I should put sales.
Every time the numerical data will come in the x axis.
No, sir, it depends on the chart, what type of chart you are selecting. So when we were selecting bar chart, we had put the numerical data into the y-axis. Sorry, x-axis, and in
As and
the dimension.
text data in the y axis.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Numerical in the x.
X-axis, right. So this is how this has come. Okay, sales by segment. and we can also put different colors. What we need to do again, legend. We will put the segment also in the legend. So in this chart, we are getting to see the overview of our business, entire business overview. That government is the highest sales producing segment. Small business is lesser than enterprise. But if you click on 2013, everything will change. All the charts we have created will change. When I click on 2014, again everything will change.
Suppose we want to change the colors, then what we have to do?
Format.
Format. But the color will not depend on the slicer. So you suppose you don't like orange color, for example. Okay, we cannot say we don't like orange because orange is BJP and BJP is ruling. I don't want to be political over here, but yes. Okay. Suppose I want to change this pink color. So what I need to do is I need to go to the format. Okay. And in the format, you will have this. First, you have to select the slide, the chart which you want to change to. Okay. And now you will have y-axis. In the y-axis, you will have columns. Now in the column, you will have color. Okay. Now you will select the color, whatever color you want to put. And all. So we'll select all color, or we want to change the, let's say, small business. So instead of pink, I can select, let's say, blue. So this has changed. So this is how you can change.
Okay.
But this you have to do manually. Okay, we can change it using DAX function also. That is going to be there in the coming sessions. इसका एक फॉर्मूला भी लिख के हम इसका कलर फिक्स कर सकते हैं कि इस कंट्री को ये कलर देना है, इस कंट्री को ये कलर देना है, लाइक दैट. सो आई होप इतना काफी है आज के लिए. आई हैड टेकन 5 more minutes. जितना मैंने आपसे मांगा था उससे 5 मिनट मैंने और बढ़ा के ले लिया. But I'm happy
City,
that no one is objecting to it, and you are all keen learners, and you are getting interest in learning all this. So this is what is Power BI. मतलब it is so much powerful. एक तो आपको डेटा इतने अच्छे फॉर्मेट में दिख जाता है. It is dynamic, it is colorful, it is representative, and this is page number 1. Last thing that you will do is you will name this as our KPI. We can say KPI, sales KPI. क्योंकि हम इसमें सेल्स दिखा रहे हैं. नाउ टुमारो वी विल क्रिएट अ न्यू पेज एंड सम न्यू चार्ट्स. So when we create multiple pages, then we will create a dashboard, and then we will have a filter or a option to choose what we want to see. तो सारे पेज आपको चेंज होके दिखाएगा. तो धीरे धीरे नॉलेज को बढ़ाना है और हद से गुजर जाना है. ठीक है.
City, how much time you took to achieve this kind of expertise, you see, so that we can also follow that particular suit, you see.
Sir, it it takes ages or
Huh?
years. It will, for getting that expertise
Yeah.
in any tool, it will take lot of hours. Okay, so in 30 days what we can expect is that we will know everything. You all will know each and every aspect of Power BI, but it depends on you how much effort you are putting beyond the 30 hours. तो जितना मैं एफर्ट डाल रहा हूँ उतना अगर आप एफर्ट डालेंगे, then the result will be outstanding.
Sorry, I am following this Power BI since last 2 months, you see, but
Mhm.
could learn only about 30-40% of Power BI, you see.
Sir,
Sir, Power BI is very huge.